We go live on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I'm all jazzed up.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
We've had a very, very busy couple of days. I'm in a good mood. I've got my scotch here, my mud water here. You're drinking orange liquor. It's going to be a good night.
It tastes like orange soda.
Oh, we can't talk about that.
No, we can't. We can't because...
This is soda and more soda.
Yeah,
And,
that's cream soda.
cream soda. I've got cream
And
soda in the
I've
glass.
got tangerine. But I don't think that's what got us flagged last week.
It doesn't matter. We're playing it safe.
Yeah.
We got flagged. We don't know why. We're playing it safe.
Well, I think I know why.
First of all, let's just welcome everybody to Tuesday
Yeah.
night.
Hello, hello. Welcome. Tuesday
8 o'clock.
night.
And this is the best show if you just want to be entertained and not have a bunch of crap shoved down your throat. This is going to be a fun show.
Yeah.
And you can be here every Tuesday night. It's fast. It's fun. I have to start off with something.
Yeah.
Okay, because, and you don't like me talking about the other social media. But the other social media, now, another video broke 1 million.
That's really fun.
Fun. It's
That's
really fun.
fun. That's fun. I will say. You know what? I'm going to do what I do to the kids. I'm going to clap you out.
I appreciate that.
Clapping you out.
I love it. And here's the thing we want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Listen, so some of the videos that have gone really crazy,
Right.
like we did a sketch
Right.
with Tabby.
Right.
We did a sketch with Maddie.
Yes.
Now, the Maddie sketch was clearly a sketch.
Yes,
because
it
we
was
did a
clearly.
little office takeoff.
Right, which is
And
so
we have
fun.
another one coming up, which is going to be through the roof. Because
Yeah.
we got a special guest star in that one. That's going to be enormous.
Yeah.
But, so Maddie's was clearly a sketch.
Right.
Now, I think Tabby's was also pretty clearly a sketch. Mm-hmm. And there are these internet sleuths that see her microphone, which
Right.
we didn't try to conceal.
Right.
Who's calling you?
It's not for me. You know, we have the shared Apple ID. It's one of the kids.
I know who it was. I knew who it was. Pain in the ass. Anyway, the point, I know exactly who it was.
Stop.
Let me write it down.
I know. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. This
Okay.
one time it wasn't.
All right. So anyway.
Yeah.
So these internet sleuths will go on and write, I think I see a microphone.
Right.
And so now listen, the microphone is clear as well. And I will write back, she's not mic'd.
Right.
And I'll write back really snarky stuff. And it begins this battle. And the other thing, and so the people that think they've unearthed this,
Right.
okay, they're going wild. And the other thing they go wild on is that it's a plastic bag hack
Right.
where I buy a box of garbage bags
Right.
and I make the store bag the groceries in the garbage bag.
Right.
Now, let me just say one thing about that particular hack. That hack actually works
Right.
because you need garbage bags anyway.
Sure.
So when you go home
Right.
and you got the bag.
Right.
So the hack works. It works. It's absolutely valid. Now, the people online that are going, you say you never buy a bag and you bought 50 more bags, and they're from states that don't have plastic bag bans.
Right. Well, I saw one of your comments today because somehow I'm getting comments on some of the videos. I don't know how. It said, I'm from Europe. None of this makes sense.
Right, I know.
None of this makes sense to me. I don't even know why you're commenting if it doesn't make sense.
I don't know what it would take for me to comment. Now, the other thing on the plastic bag one.
Right.
So if you're paying attention, it's pretty clear that girl behind me might just be related to me.
Well, I mean, that I don't know if I would necessarily pick up on. But in all these kinds of videos, right? Like the big video right now that's breaking right now is the Eli Manning video.
Wait, let's talk about Eli Manning. He's already had a successful career.
No, but I'm relating it back to you. In that you showed me the video yesterday where, for those that don't know, Eli Manning pretends that he's going out for Penn State, right?
He's going as a walk-on.
On a walk-on on Penn State, and he has a prosthetic nose, and he's got this crazy hair, and he looks like he wouldn't be the superstar that he is. Now, if you're watching, obviously, now the coaches are probably not in on it, just like the cashier was not in on the joke.
Right.
but there are people in on it given all the camera cuts.
Yeah, there's 8 million camera angles.
There's so many different camera angles that are happening.
Yeah, I mean, listen, someone was there. Now, with this video,
Yeah.
what amazes me is that not one, not two, dozens right now went through my whole Instagram feed. And they write,
Really?
oh my God.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they write, I proved it. She's in other pictures.
I got it to take that time. But you know what, though? I have to say, I could see myself going down that kind of loop late at night, going, I wonder, and then going through. Like, you know, sometimes when you look for one thing, then the internet just allows you to go to somewhere else, to somewhere else, to somewhere else.
It's incredible. And the funny part is, I think these same people are still trying to prove that Fonzie did not jump a real shark, because it cracked me up. Now, that's all in good fun.
Right.
Now, a number of people went ballistic and negative on the video where I asked the two young brothers for $20 to see them. Now, let me just say one thing.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people that wrote something negative, you crack me up. Because you're all bent out of shape. In the video, if you take just 1 second to watch, when those kids are walking away, they're all laughing.
Right.
They're all laughing. So they're obviously off the hook. Now, some people are like, you tried to take money from them. Listen, when they reached for money, I said no. I exposed the joke. Now, if I took the money, I wouldn't post the video. What you should be saying on that comment is, I wonder how many videos you didn't post. And the answer is none.
Right.
But the negative people have done something remarkable. They have begun a conversation, and there are a number of people who defend me and say, I think this is funny. You know, now I tell you, the woke young generation, they're in trouble. They can't take a joke.
Right.
Those kids could at the club, but it's mostly young people, and I know that because they are calling me an old man. And, I'll tell you something. I will guarantee you, Keyboard King, that 98% of them I could kick the snot out of in almost any physical competition. Not because I'm Superman, but because I work out. I was in the yard all day today cutting logs with a chainsaw. You call me an old man, and it's funny to me because you're saying that I'm mean to some kid for kidding around, and you're legitimately calling you ageism.
Right.
You're calling me old. This young generation cannot take it. Now, I wrote back to one kid. One kid called me old, and I wrote, who you calling old, you whippersnapper? Now, listen.
That's so funny.
If you don't understand how tongue-in-cheek that is,
Yeah.
how in your face, I don't care.
Right.
And I'm in on the joke, using the word whippersnapper clearly in an older term.
Right.
And he writes back, you just proved my point using that phrase. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I want to drive to his house and tell his mother, let Johnny out of the house for a while. He's confused.
Right.
He's confused. But the videos are fun.
No, they are fun. I love watching them. And I think my favorite ones are the spoofs on The Office.
Oh, yeah.
Like, those are super fun, which more are coming out. But I have to tell you that both Tom and Todd have said they're not in one of your videos yet. They want to be in one of your videos.
Tom
Dragon.
Oh,
yeah.
Pink Tom. I want Pink Tom.
Yeah.
I got to do a video.
So, and Todd has been waiting for the mall video. Todd has been waiting for the mall video.
That's Noah in the way. Noah is in the way.
Yeah, like Noah's a big holdup.
Noah's a holdup.
Noah's a big holdup. So
no, we'll get that done.
Can I just quickly say hi to a few people because we have a lot of people
say
hi.
People.
We have Denise on here. Denise Hopeful.
Always on.
Yeah, love her. Jenny, your niece Jenny.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Love you, Jen. Haven't seen you in forever. Come visit.
Yes. Cindy Brand. Do you know a Cindy Brand?
Cindy Brand is my long lost younger sister. When we were kids.
That's a lie.
She would put in a basket. I don't know Cindy Brand.
And then we have Todd. And then we have a Kristen Brand. What did you round up all the brands? Like across the country?
You know, you brand. Can I say one thing to the brands? You know, we have a very rare name. There's not a lot of brands in the world. There's not.
That's not true.
That is true.
No, it's not. I have Googled our names. And first of all, there's some fashion like company that's literally Victoria Vincent brand.
What?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, we could sue the living snot out of them.
And you know what's so funny is
Unless they give us an endorsement deal.
right. So Madison, our daughter Madison, when she was in high school, reached out to a ton of Madison brands across the country. And
I didn't think there were that many brands.
oh yeah, there was a ton of Maddie brands in the country. And she had a group chat with the Maddies.
Can I tell you something? This reminds me. You know how this happened? I'm going to tell you how it happened.
Oh, how?
I've been a public figure for a long time.
Oh.
And people are naming themselves after
Oh,
me.
sure. That's what it is. That's
Just
what it
like
is.
there were a lot of John Lennons
Yeah.
and Paul's. There's a lot of.
Yeah.
But you brands, I would love to try and figure out if we're connected because I remember looking a long time ago. Now, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a lot of brands.
Right. Wow.
And I was always happy because I felt like, well, we were kind of keeping that alive.
I mean, when were you doing that? Because the internet has made it really easy. So were you doing that like with the white pages? Like when were you doing that?
Oh, Vicky.
Because you clearly
Vicky,
haven't done it lately.
Vicky, you whippersnapper. You whippersnapper. Call me old.
No, I am saying because
You
you're
just couldn't use the white pages. No, I use the internet.
You didn't.
I think you're one of the people making the negative comments.
Secretly up at night, commenting on all your
I
videos.
will kick your ass in a plank. Can I tell you something?
You would kick my ass in a plank. So I just want to continue saying hi because we have Lee on here.
Hey, Lee.
And
Lee
we
came
have
to see my show.
Sharon and Ron. I know. It was so nice to see Lee. We haven't seen him in some time. And Jay Russo's on. And who else? Oh, Lisa Maniscalco, another relative. Happy birthday, Lisa. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday. And they have
Yeah.
big news. They got an engaged kid.
Yeah, they do have an engaged kid. That is big news.
It's very big news. Congratulations.
Yeah. So, and Phil is on. Hi, Phil.
Philomena?
No. Phil Manza.
Manza.
Phil Manza's
Love Phil
on. Yeah. John Ponitech.
And John's
Yeah.
wife, Lella's birthday is today.
Oh, happy birthday, Lela. We just got your beautiful,
I want to get a house down there.
yeah, me too.
Either there or in Sarasota on the water or
Right.
in Naples on the water.
Right. Yeah, me
All
too.
we need to do is have you people push up my social media. a little bit.
So Jan Derrick said Victoria Vincent brand is Victoria's Secret. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, Noah's parents are on. Oh, hello, Noah's parents. We need to meet them in person.
Can I address Noah's parents, please?
Yeah, you may.
Listen to me. I love working with your son. Mm-hmm. You're a very good kid. Mm-hmm. We've taught him a lot. We have taught Noah a lot. When we got him,
More than his parents?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
think
that's
we
good
have.
to know.
I
Good to
think that
know.
we've been a better influence because
Sure.
I do. The only thing I want to ask him is, did they not have any conversation with him about clothing fashion at all when he was growing up? Noah has horrific. Look at him.
No, he looks like a grown, child. Like a grown little boy.
Yes, he
like
does.
a full-grown little boy.
He looks like a full,
grown little boy.
a gigantic 4-year-old.
Yes.
Noah, I gotta show Noah. Can I show you Noah?
Yeah, but we're not even gonna get the whole effect. I think.
Noah looks like a gigantic 4. Now, listen, I gotta tell you something. I love Noah.
Yeah.
He's done a great job.
Right.
But he looks like a gigantic 4-year-old.
He does with the striped shirt and the hat and the little shoes.
Noah almost broke my heart Saturday night.
Why? What happened? Oh, when he wasn't coming up.
It wasn't coming for the
He
shows.
came through. He came through for you.
He did come through.
Yeah.
He has no idea how crestfallen I was because Noah's become like one of my muses, right? Because when he's videoing, I feel that connection, right? When you're
Right.
there, Noah's there.
And you like to bounce things off of him.
Well, when you work with people,
Yeah.
they become like Noah's been enamored with my talent. And so because he is
I just have to tell you that Tom Narara just said Blue's Clues. Yes. I was thinking Charlie Brown.
yeah, Charlie Brown.
Blue's Clues.
But
So-
Noah's parents, you've done a remarkable job on Noah.
he's
Great
great.
guy.
We love him. So
And,
I wanted to talk about this weekend.
We have a lot to talk about. I mean,
Yeah. And just this past weekend was so much fun for your shows. But, I have to tell you, so whenever you perform, I get very anxious. And I don't know why. And it feels like it's a big party at my house.
Right.
Because we have so many people coming to see you, so many that I have to agree and make sure they have good seating. But it reminds me of like the Super Bowl party,
And
right?
Can I say something else?
What?
Too? You know that I take names. I know who's not coming. I'm similar to Santa Claus in a way, and I'm making a list. I'm making a list. And if you're not supporting me, either on the like John Pontiac and Lero, they're in Florida.
Sure.
So they're on the live stream supporting us. But I'm making a list because
good.
when I hit it big and we're doing big shows
Right.
and everybody wants to come out, I invited a couple of our friends this week and they said, oh, we're going far away. And they weren't far away and they didn't come.
Right, but a lot of our friends came, Penny.
They're on the good list.
Really, we had a
They're on
lot
the good list.
of friends.
But can I also say one thing? Here's the part that pisses me off. All right, now James Anastas came in.
Yes.
Okay, supportive.
Yeah.
Because no, how was the show?
Well, both Denise and Sharon said you were hilarious. Yeah.
Was the show good? No, they
was
can't
great.
see you. Is there any way you can articulate? This is what I'm talking about, Noah's parents. Okay, I have to teach your son. No, was the show good?
Yes.
What an endorsement. Now I make the list.
I know you do make the list. You do.
You
make
get mad
the
at me
list.
for making the list?
No.
Don't you know that like all the big artists, they remember when they were coming up, who was there for them and who wasn't. They remember. All these people on this live stream, they hear every week.
Right.
These are people that are in your camp.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So anyway, go ahead.
So it feels like you're welcoming people into our home. That's what
Yes.
it feels like when we're at the club. You know, and I have butterflies and I want to make sure it goes right and we're going over your set and I have to say, and you know, like cousins came to see you, like my mom's
They're on
cousin
the good list.
that I haven't seen in years and years, which was so nice. She came to see you. And then, you know, my other cousins came and my brother came. And
Jan Derrick's on the good list. Always on the live stream.
oh yeah, definitely.
On the good list.
So
Anthony Villa on the good list.
no, okay. What, are you worried about people thinking they're on the bad list? Because
I'm gonna.
if
You want me to name some bad list people?
I just
I'm
want you
gonna
to
name some
know
bad
that
list
if
people.
you're listening to the live stream, you're on the good list. So Vinny
Marty
doesn't-
Smock is on the bad list.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
just
Well,
naming names.
that was random. But when you're performing and you're up there and you're bringing people together,
Yes.
and I will say, like, when you're performing, it feels really good. Not just for me. It's like a feel good performance. You're bringing people together, and I want to say that, which I don't tell you this very often. So I don't want you to get a big head.
You never say nice things. I'm so excited. This is gonna be way better than what Noah said.
But I'm very proud of you when you're up there and you make other people feel good. And that's what you want to when you're going out. And it's funny because, you know, oftentimes we're in conversation in our day-to-day life. I'm either hitting you from stopping you from saying something, or I'm kicking you under the table.
Yeah.
Or I'm giving you like the look of like, why did you say that?
Well, listen, I like to make people feel good, but I also tell
Yeah.
the truth. Now,
Yeah.
all these good list people,
Right.
we're gonna comp them to the big show. I'm gonna make the bad
We're
list people.
back
Wait,
to the
I was
list.
gonna say-
I was trying to get you off the list.
No, I want to show
Now
you.
we're gonna be. This is me kicking him under the table.
No, I want to show you how much I bring people together.
Right.
I want to make the bad list people feel good too. For whatever row they're sitting in, whatever that ticket charge was.
Sure. So, Todd Harpence said that you're one of the best storytellers, in his opinion. I agree with you.
Thank you, Todd.
I really do
Thank you.
agree.
That's very Todd's always been super supportive.
He has.
On the good list. Mary on the good list, but also on the bad list because she brings me fattening desserts to eat.
Oh, that ice cream pudding that they
Ah.
bring. Oh my God, that's that kind of thing that you just dive into at like
You know what
12
I'm gonna
o'clock
do?
at night.
I'm gonna take that
Yeah.
real fattening dessert she brings us, and when the bad list people come, I'm gonna give them pieces of that. Now, can I say something else? Friday night
Yeah.
we had John Bramnick in,
Yes.
and John Bramnick had one
He
of
had
the
a
best
killer
sets.
set. He had a killer set.
You know, I was in the back. I've been very nonchalant. You
Yeah.
know me, I'm not very well prepared. I sometimes make you nervous because I'm not over prepared, right?
Right, like you were doing it. Vinny was doing a tape in the weekend before in Helium, and we're driving down, and I don't know, we just start talking, just catching up. When you're working and you have a lot of kids, like there's not a lot of time to talk. So we're talking. I go, so what are you gonna do tonight? He's like, what do you think I should do? And I'm like, wait, what? You haven't thought about it at all? You're taping. It
But
makes me very stressed out.
This is what I believe about comedy. Comedy should be, I'm going to use the word, it's the wrong word, dangerous. But what I mean by that is not dangerous. But
Right.
Listen, if it's all plotted out and it's perfect and, blah, 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 it's a script.
Right.
And comedy, for me, I don't like the script. Now, Saturday Night Late Show. Now, by Saturday first show, I was pretty dialed in.
Yeah.
Now, the Late Show, I went from the opening story, and I forgot to do Bobby.
No. Oh.
I was out of order.
Right.
And I'm on stage, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, now, I forgot. Now, instead of panicking, now it becomes a way to weave it back in.
Right.
And Saturday first show, I found so many connective tissue between the bits. Now, that happened in that moment might never happen again.
Right.
Which is what live comedy should be.
Right.
That's why live music is always so much fun, because good live artists go off,
Yeah.
So in any event, it was a blast. Now, Bramnick on Friday night just annihilated.
He did really well.
And
He
I'm
did
in the
really well.
back going, oh, I better figure something out.
Yeah, no, but I mean, listen, you killed all weekend. It was super fun to watch you. And Adam Braun, who's on right now, somehow I got.
I
off
love
the
Adam Braun.
comments.
Always on the good list.
Yeah.
Adam Braun, I feel so bad that we're going to stiff him for his wedding gift. Adam Braun has been one of the most supportive guys.
Yeah, he's
Jump
awesome.
Street.
I'm really excited to go to his wedding.
Well, you know what's fun for me about Adam? When Adam tells me I did a good show.
Oh, you know, he means it, because he's so comedy savvy.
He's seen everybody.
He has seen everybody, and he drives all over the place to see everybody. He's very comedy savvy.
Well, I did a joke for him because he was in the audience. I haven't done the joke in forever. And so I saw him, and him and his wife,
fiance.
Wife
They
to be.
have a few more weeks to the
A
big
few
day.
more weeks. And so I did the joke about my mother being cremated.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't done that joke in forever.
Yeah.
And I did it because Adam was there.
Right.
And, it was fun to do.
Right.
And I listen, the joke does very, very well.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed ad-libbing my opening joke.
Right.
Which Noah cut up and put on Instagram. The joke about,
Right. So I wanted to cover a few things with you, because we're already at 22 minutes.
Well, can we talk about how Saturday night I almost died because you were nervous?
You didn't almost die.
I did almost die.
You didn't almost
I
die.
did. Listen to me. Everyone was more concerned than you.
No. Okay. So first of all, Vinny was stung by a bee.
Not just a bee. Two bees.
2 bees.
And they
Two
weren't bees. They were, I'm telling you, I think they were the Brazilian killer bees. Where are the killer bees from? They were killer bees.
I just want you to know, though. That whenever you get like a minor little thing, you think it's this huge thing. Huge thing. I mean, I don't think that I need to relive and rehash the labor story when you almost passed out. So I really don't need to go back that. And every time you have to draw blood, you're sweating, you're passing out. So you got stung by 2 bees.
Big bees.
I think they were probably regular sized bees. I think that they were regular sized bees.
No, they were not. They were not regular sized
You
bees.
have some you envision them like cartoon size, like the stingers like this big.
No, I'm telling you, they were big
Yeah.
bees. And what did you tell me Sunday night? Where did you want me to go Sunday night? A full 24 hours after I was stung. Where did you want me to go? Please speak into the microphone. Where did you want me to go?
I said.
Where did you?
I said that you should go to the ER, and here's why.
Yeah, it's the emergency room.
Right, but here's why. Because you were swollen,
A full
and
24 hours later, how did my arm look?
It did. So Vinny's arm looked honestly like it looked like Popeye.
My whole arm was swollen.
Like
I couldn't bend my hand because it was so swollen. Kate, our friend Kate, said, that looks really bad. Saturday night, you said to me, don't take Benadryl before the show. I want you to have a good show.
You were going to fall asleep.
Or die.
You weren't going to die. You would have gone into anaphylactic shock much earlier.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. You weren't, and you're not allergic to bees. So, but you kept coming to me during the shows going, look at my arms. Look at
They
my
were
arms.
so big. Did you see them, Noah?
So,
No, did it look like
On the ice.
Huh?
They did look like a bee sting.
Come over here. Come here. I want to hear this. I want to hear your opinion, Noah. This is one of the very few times, and I want people to get that outfit in full. Speaking of Vicky's mic, take a knee here. Tell me something, Noah. How bad did my arm look?
They looked like regular bee stings.
Like what?
Like regular bees.
You are such a loser. Get away from me. It was not a regular bee sting.
Right. So, but during the show, Vinny kept going, look at my arms. I'm like, stop it, you baby. Get back up there. Do your job.
I want everyone to know that I went on that stage. And for you people on the good list, I did my job without Benadryl because Vicky didn't want me to be drowsy. And I almost died.
Yeah, you did not almost die. But
It was a bad sting.
Yeah, but I mean, your arms do look good now.
Thank you. Can I
Yeah.
tell you one thing, though? All kidding aside. Now, here's what happened, just so you know. Okay, it was not a normal bee. A normal bee stings and leaves. This bee was nestled.
Nestled?
Yes.
Nestled.
To my arm.
Nestled.
He was attached.
Burrowed in.
He was burrowing. I swear to you, he was.
Burrowed in.
Vicky, he was burrowed in, and he was injecting poison into my body. He was injecting poison into my body.
Suddenly we're in like a Matthew Bourne movie.
I'll tell you right
now.
now.
Getting like venom stuck in you. Okay.
It was a venom. And I smacked it. And I had to smack it twice to get it off me.
Right.
And then a second later, and they were, I'm telling you, 2-inch long bees. The other one hit my arm. The stinger is still in my arm. You can still see it. That's a gigantic stinger. A normal man would be dead.
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 God. So, all right, but we need to move on to, Noah's dad wants to know if Noah needs to bring you an EpiPen. Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, Noah's dad's an a EMT, right?
No, he's a higher, a paramedic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is paramedic higher than EMT?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to ask Noah's father a quick question. How many people, Noah, Google this, how many people a year die from bee stings?
Right, but you're not one of them.
Thank God. Okay.
You're not.
Thank God.
You didn't have an allergy. You're just swollen. That's what happens. People swell.
No, not their whole arm swelled. Noah's father, Mr. Chait, do I say that right? Mr. Chait, is it normal that your entire arm, from your elbow to your hand, would swell to 5 times the size of normal? Is that normal?
People are checking for you. Groovy is checking for you right now.
Yeah, I want to know. I'm telling you, more people die from bee stings than from a lot of things. How many people know?
So it's a duration from the year 2000 to 2017, 1,200 deaths.
1,200 people died in 10 years. That's a lot of people. This is bigger than COVID.
Yeah, bigger than COVID. So, all right, so I wanted to move on to our weird news because we're going to have to skip a few things so we can move on.
Before we do, can I just show the picture?
Oh, sure.
Okay, because here's the other thing about how callous you were to my injury.
Callous. I like that word. I think in all the 27 years that we've been together, you've never used the word callous for me.
Well, I was almost dead.
All right. I was callous. Okay.
The reason I got almost stung to death.
Sure.
Is that...
Almost stung to death. I love it. I love it.
Is that I was building you and the girls a fire pit in the back so where you could sit and write and you've been out there every day.
Well, yeah, because Cassie likes going out, but I feel that the fire pit is your John Dutton moment.
It is very John Dutton-like.
It is your John Dutton moment.
Boy, if you would get me a horse back there, oh man, would I love it.
I know. So so that's the picture of Cassie.
Can you see the picture?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay, this is the fire pit we built.
Yeah.
And I think that we are going to have a gigantic party at some point and invite the good list people.
Just the good list people.
I'm telling you right now, the
if
bad
you're
list
on
people
the
are,
bad list people, you're out.
the bad list people have an opportunity to get on the good list by
Sure.
following the Instagram Vinny_brand and sending out the videos to the world. Here's the thing that pisses me off. The videos are good. We
Right.
know that. 2.4 million views on one of them.
Sure.
1.3 million other one, 700,000 other one, 650. Okay. So the videos are obviously resonating.
Right.
And yet some of our friends, the bad list people, are not sharing, liking, and following.
Well, could it be that maybe they're not on all those platforms?
When do I not come through for people?
Well, no, you always come through for people, but
Always.
I'm saying that social media is one of those tricky things, right? Like I only have Facebook. And
I'm on everything, Vicky.
I know you are. You
I'm
are
on-
on everything.
I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Tinder,
Tinder. Okay.
Grinder. I'm on it all. I'm on all of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to weird news.
Right. We got to get to the weird news because this is one of those fascinating weird news things. So, and I don't have a picture because last week when I just put a picture from NJ.com up
Yes.
about the plastic bags, about the huge conundrum with the plastic bags that New Jersey is now facing with the reusable bags, I actually got flagged by Facebook as a community violation. And
You can violate a policy
and-
so easy.
yeah, like so it was like me sharing what NJ.com reported on was a community violation. So I didn't have any pictures today. But do you remember several years ago where that woman Sherry Papini was out in California? She's a cute little blonde woman. She was missing for 3 weeks, and her husband kept pleading with everybody for her safe return. And then suddenly, 22 days later, she showed up at the side of the road, all banged up, branded.
Branded?
Yeah, branded. Her one shoulder was branded. She said she was kidnapped. And she said that these 2 Latino women had kidnapped her and that she had very little memory of what had happened during those 22 days. So she was just sentenced.
She was that.
She was just sentenced for faking her own kidnapping. And
22 years later.
no, she was gone for 22 days.
How long ago did it happen?
This was just a couple years ago, like 4 to 6 years ago.
So she just got tried now?
Yeah, because what happened was, first of all, she's a bad liar. Because if she had just said very little and not come back in the clothes that she had gotten kidnapped with, I think that she would have gotten away with the fake kidnapping.
What was the purpose for the fake? Was she cheating on her husband?
Yes. So
Wow. Wow.
So basically, she was talking to an ex-boyfriend.
I'm getting kidnapped Monday.
Basically, what came out of all of this was that for months leading up to it, she'd been talking to an ex-fiance and claiming she was in an abusive relationship. But by all accounts, she was not in an abusive relationship at all. So she was doing it to garner his attention.
You know, Vicky, anyone who fakes their kidnapping, automatically I don't trust anything else they say.
I'm going to go with you on that one. But it's so crazy how much she planted. So she called him and said that the police wouldn't do anything about the abusive relationship and could he come get her. Then she purposely left on the side of the road her earbuds and strands of her hair.
Holy sugar.
Yeah, and her cell phone. So then, and what she did is she lied down in the back seat while he drove to his house. And then she hunkered down in his apartment for 3 solid weeks.
Was she far away?
She was 600 miles away. And
So he lived 600 miles away.
the ex-fiance lived 600 miles away. And she had a 2 and 4-year-old at that time. And then at some point, and her husband was pleading to the FBI, pleading to everything. And of course, because in a lot of cases, unfortunately, it is the spouse, he was under a microscope, what could have happened. His life was getting turned around. It was a big, I remember the case because I remember him saying, stop looking at me. I didn't do anything. She's out there. We need to find her. And then suddenly she was dumped on the side of the road. And people were immediately saying it was a hoax. And she was like, no, no, no. And then he came to her defense again, the husband. It's not a hoax. It really happened. But she had 2 fatal mistakes. One,
I see about 50 fatal mistakes. Okay. What scares me is that you've run the math and figured out that if she just changed 2 things, she would have gotten away with it.
now, well, she came back with the clothes that she left in
How is that a fatal mistake?
because they tested her underpants for DNA, and it was her DNA, and they matched to another man as well, and then they ran it through the national database and found that man, whoever was in the national database, had 2 grown sons. One of the grown sons was her ex-fiance. So immediately,
So she was messing around with the ex-fiance's grown son?
no, the ex-fiance is the grown son, Vin. The guy in the database was their father. He must have been older. And then they found him. Then they went to the 2 sons in her age bracket. And so then law enforcement started doubting the whole story. But what is really wild is when after they spoke to the ex-fiance, he went along with branding her. And
He branded her?
She said, I want to get branded. So he went out to Hobby Lobby and got the stuff to brand her.
Hobby Lobby sounds like human branding.
I don't know. He said he went to Hobby Lobby. I don't know.
I got the Hobby Lobby human branding kit, complete with hot coals.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. But he said that she didn't seem to mind the pain. Weird statement. And that she was missing her children and wanted to come back. So then he dropped her back off at the side of the road. And she had a swollen nose. She had the branding. She put ligature marks on her wrists and ankles. She burned her forearm. And she banged herself up. And then, so she did that. So already they know now she's lying but they don't know the full story. So she comes out and says, I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything. And then I'm guessing that someone like that then decides that she's not getting enough attention because now she starts coming out with little details for no reason. And so now her husband, who's still believing her, is saying, my wife just remembered there was an orange carpet. And now she's doing more and more details in her therapy sessions. And essentially they just find out that she's lied the whole time.
Did the ex-boyfriend go to prison too?
No, I don't know why. But he basically said that when he found out that they were looking for her, I mean, he sounds like a real Fruit Loop himself because he said that he didn't want to get essentially involved.
So Vicky, what were the 2 fatal mistakes? Dirty underwear and what else?
Well, all the details then she started releasing.
I'm deeply troubled by your trying to help someone else or maybe you get away with this story. It's deeply troubling.
No, but it's even weirder is that she's currently living with her ex-husband's sister. So her husband divorced her, rightfully so, and is trying to get sole custody because, I mean, she's a wackaloon.
What did they brand her? What was the brand?
It was blurred. I'm not sure.
Well, I'll tell you right now,
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby's branding kit has always been defective. When I get a branding kit, I never go to Hobby Lobby because they don't give you a clear thing. Hobby Lobby is, they sell like the beginner branding kit.
Sure, I understand
And
that.
you need to go to Brands R Us.
Yeah.
And that's where you get the, you know what I'm saying?
Right, like
the
a cattle
Dutton
farm.
Ranch.
Yeah.
Unbelievable to
Yeah,
me.
I know. Isn't
Hobby
that crazy?
Lobby, crappy. And I'm going to tell you what, go ahead, 'cause I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
So, I guess we're getting branded here.
No.
And, but the prosecutor only wanted 8 months for her, and she had to pay $300,000 in restoration fees. But
Restoration or
restitution, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Here's what they're making her do. They're making her. She has to renovate the Hobby Lobby. They're taking out the whole branding section. And she's responsible for fixing up the Hobby Lobby. No more branding section.
That's why I should not drink that fast. But the judge instead gave her 18 months in jail because he said that he wants to prove to make an example.
I can tell you one thing. No one's going to mess with that girl in prison.
No.
Okay? Because here's a girl that said, okay, look, you branded me, you scarred me. Just mark the wrists up. Give me a few. This is a tough chick.
Well, you know what? It kind of reminded me of the movie Gone Girl.
I never saw that.
Oh, well, I read the book and then I watched the movie. And it is literally someone plotting against somebody else. And
I really am. This conversation is very enlightening to me because I'm busy reading history books and World War II books and trying to figure out our future. And you're reading Gone Girl, seeing the movie, taking notes, fresh underwear, top flight branding kit.
If I had just gone to Walmart and got new clothes.
Don't remember the rug color. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm putting, no matter what happens with this girl, I'm putting the girl on the bad list. Even if she starts coming to my shows, she's on the bad list.
Even if she becomes a super fan.
She doesn't matter what she does.
Yep. Oh.
And the husband, I'm putting on the dumb list because that is just remarkable. Although, listen, I understand the husband. You're in love with somebody. She gets kidnapped, disappears. It's out of left field.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, sometimes there was a couple in the club on Friday night, young couple, and they'd been dating for 7 months. And the girl said she wanted to get married. Mm-hmm. And the boy, he's got those, just the eyes that says he's going to ask that girl to marry him. And it's a 7-month mark. You cannot ask someone to marry you.
No, you can't.
You cannot. Mm-mm. Because neither one of you have exposed your full crazy yet.
No, you haven't.
Right? So, you have to get into the full crazy. Like when I saw your full crazy just a few seconds ago, I know I can handle it.
Sure. You got it. So, all right, well, we've got to wrap up now.
We got to wrap up.
And
we have a big week ahead of us. Can we tell them what we're doing?
No. We'll tell next week.
Can I just say one thing?
No.
All right. Just one thing. Because you got to pre-order. You got to pre-order if you want the Vicky and Vinny self-branding kit.
We'll get it for you. So, all right. I'm Vicky Brand.
I'm Vinny Brand. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And before you keep it out now, let me just say one thing. Tuesday to 8, spread the word. Thank you for spending your time with us.
Yeah, thank you.
We hope you laughed. We hope you enjoyed it. And please do go share all the videos on social